Well, happy Tuesday and welcome to VA Careers Live. My name is Mike Owens and I'm a national recruiter with the Veterans Health Administration, as well as your host for our weekly segment, you guessed it, Talk About It Tuesday. If you're here for the first time, I want to say welcome, and I want to let you know that we are here every Tuesday at 12 noon Eastern Time. So feel free to grab a snack and grab something to drink and join us as we talk about careers here at VA. Now, whether you're tuning in for the first time or you've been with us for the whole 3 years we've been in existence, first of all, I want to say thank you. Thank you for watching us each week. Thank you for all your input. Thank you for all your questions, and thank you for all your comments. And I truly appreciate you guys tuning in. But we want you to be part of the conversation. So keep those questions and comments coming. As you know, my team and I, we like to answer those questions throughout the day or throughout the week or even on a live broadcast. So if there's anything you would like us to know or anything you would like to ask us, go ahead and put that in the comment section. And again, my team and I will make sure that we answer those questions. And also, we all know someone who wants to work at VA, so don't be stingy. Don't keep the broadcast to yourself. Go ahead and hit that share button. We have a couple of hashtags that we like to use for our broadcast. The first one is hashtag work at VA. Again, hashtag work at VA. And then the next one will be hashtag VA career. So again, don't hoard all this information to yourself. Let's get it out to as many people as possible. So go ahead and click that share button and hit that share button. Let's get this information out. So with that, before we get started, everyone's favorite season is here, football season. All right. It just felt so good. I was driving. Most of you know that I live in New Orleans, and on my way to church on Sunday, I was driving through the city and I saw everybody going into the Superdome. It just felt so good. So with that being said, today's question of the day is, who is your favorite NFL football team? Or if you don't watch the NFL and you like college, who's your favorite college team? So I'll go first. Of course, I'm a New Orleans Saints fan. I'm born and raised in New Orleans. The only time I left New Orleans is when I left for the military, but the New Orleans Saints are my favorite team. But my favorite college team is LSU, Louisiana State University. I'm an LSU fan through and through, purple and gold. But the question of the day is, what football teams, whether it's NFL or college or NFL and college, which football teams do you root for? And I can't wait to see all the different teams that are represented in the comment section. So with that being said, we have a very special interview today. Today, we're going to be talking about nursing careers at VA. And I know on a weekly basis, we have a lot of nurses that are watching, or prospective or future nurses that watch our broadcast. So if you are a nurse, or even if you're not a nurse, stay and watch, because I'm sure our guest is going to give everybody information that they can use. So my guest is a registered nurse. She is currently detailed as a national nurse recruiter for the VA's National Office of Nursing Service. She comes from the greater Los Angeles VA healthcare system, and she currently lives in Los Angeles. She's originally born in the Philippines, but she's in Los Angeles. So if you have ever been to the Philippines, you've been born to the Philippines, or you even live in the Los Angeles area, go ahead and give yourself a shout out in the comment section right now. So, but yeah, she's a VA nurse. Again, she's working under VA's National Nursing Office of Nursing Service as a detailed national nurse recruiter. So without further ado, I know you guys are tired of seeing me, so I want to introduce and I want to welcome Miss Eden Picketts. How you doing, Eden?
Hello, everyone. Thank you, Mike. That was a great welcome.
Awesome. So are you a football fan, Eden?
I am mostly basketball and baseball, I have to admit.
Basketball and baseball. Okay, that's fine. Because, as a Saints fan, I have a great vendetta against the Rams. So I was hoping you wasn't going to kind of shout the Rams out while you're on TV. We're kind of salty from a playoff game a couple of years ago. So, but anyway, welcome. Are you excited?
I am excited.
Awesome. We're welcome. We're happy to have you. But again, before we get started, I just want to recap in case someone just came on today. We're going to be talking about nursing careers at VA. So Eden has a lot of good information for us, and we're going to go ahead and get started. So with that, Eden, how did you first become involved with nursing at VA?
Okay. So my mom was a registered nurse, and she was given a sponsorship for a tiny clinic in East Los Angeles. And that's how we came to United States. We were the very first family to immigrate to the United States from our family. and the rest is history. My mom started to work for the VA Greater Los Angeles healthcare system, and she was a medical ICU nurse there.
Right.
And as soon as I got my registered nurse license, she referred me right away to her nurse manager and to the nurse recruiter. And what I was looking for as a new graduate nurse is I wanted to work somewhere where there was ongoing and continuous learning. I wanted it to be an environment of learning.
Right.
So, and that is exactly what the VA is. You know, we have lots of interns and residents, and so it's a state of always learning. And so, as a new graduate nurse, I felt that that was an comfortable environment for me to learn my new role.
Awesome. Awesome. So, how long have you been with the VA?
Ooh, I've been with the VA. I don't want to say this. I don't want to answer this, but I will. I've been with the VA for 28 and a half years. I started when I was 10. Okay.
Right. Right. I'm about to say you're only like 29 years old. Wow.
Yes, I've been at the VA for a very long time, and I've seen all the changes and the ups and downs. So it's
Right.
yes, I've been with the VA for a while.
Right. So, when you got to the VA, so we talked about how you became involved. So, people do that all the time. They come to a job, they get involved, and they say, well, I'm only spending here a few years and then I'm going to move on. But obviously, you didn't do that. So, what did you find at VA that made you want to keep your career here at VA?
So, again, I love the teaching environment. I started my nursing career actually in mental health.
Oh,
That wasn't my first choice. I wanted to go, of course, like everybody else does. I wanted to go into critical care, but there were no openings at the time. But wow, when I look back, it was a great place to start. I
right.
learned so much about communication and about safety. And these are things that I apply in my everyday life, you know? So it was a great place to start. From there, I had lots of opportunities I became a critical care nurse, and I also went into management. So that's the thing that's great about the VA is that there are ample opportunities. I think if you work hard, you get recognized for that hard work,
Right.
and also you have to take risks. You have to try. So
Right.
I've been very blessed with my career at the VA.
Awesome. Awesome. So, you're a registered nurse by trade. You went to nursing school. You went through the whole 9 yards, and now you're acting in a role as a national nurse recruiter. So obviously there are roles for nurses in every aspect of VA. So with that being said, what opportunities do VA offer to nurses?
We have ample. And it would probably take your entire podcast for me to talk about all of them. But there are very specific ones I do want to share. And
Okay.
before I do that, I did forget to mention, Mike, if you don't mind,
No, go ahead.
that I've been able to care for, at the start of my career, I've been able to care for World War II veterans, Korean War veterans, and Vietnam veterans. And I do remember one of my colleagues stating that when we walked down the halls of the VA hospital, it was like a walk in American history. And that's what's
Right.
so neat about it.
Right.
We talked to some veterans that, served for, high ranking officials. And so again, it's not a typical hospital. You learn so much. And I wanted to share that because we heard stories, the good and the bad about wartime. And that's why I love the VA again, and my motto is care for heroes, become a hero, be a VA nurse.
Right.
And it's easy to be a VA nurse because there's ample opportunities. And I wanted to talk about that a little bit for both personal and professional growth. We offer the VA Learning Opportunities Residency Program. When you're a nurse, you are going to school to become a nurse. You can work as like a student nurse at our facility,
Right.
and you get compensated very well, 80% of RN salary. We also have the VA Student Training Experience Program, and that's for any VA employee who's worked at the VA for at least 1 year.
Oh, wow.
And they can qualify and apply to go to nursing school. And your full-time job then becomes just attending that program and going to nursing school. And if once you get your license, you're guaranteed an RN position.
Oh, wow.
No, I don't know of anyone who offers that kind of opportunity. We also have the National Nursing Education Incentive, and that's for those nurses who want to go back to school to obtain their BSN, MSN, and in some areas also your DNP. So we have those for personal growth. Professional growth, we have all kinds of things. We have the new grad programs. We have two types. We have the transition to practice, and we also have the post-baccalaureate registered nurse residency. The VA really values new graduates and making sure that they learn the role of the nurse,
Right.
and that they can focus on it. So the VA has an initiative where all new grads must attend or go through a new grad program. And I really love that because, they don't get thrown in, because our staffing is short. They have protected time to learn their new role. We also have grow our own programs. So like I shared with you, I became a critical care nurse.
Yeah.
I did a curriculum. It was 3 months of curriculum, and then we did training, one-on-one training. We also do that for specialty training. So those are great opportunities as well. Lastly, we have succession planning, where we have implemented within the last, I want to say, 10 years, the assistant nurse manager position. And that's, to learn how to become a nurse manager, because
Right.
we want to make sure that they're ready and they're just not getting thrown in there. So those are some of the great things that we have at the VA. And what I want to share today too is that we actually are having an virtual open house.
Nice.
It's going to be on Thursday, August 24th. And it's going to be a way for anyone who links in. They can speak to a live nurse recruiter to get more information about opportunities for VA employment as well as benefits.
Awesome. So the comment section is about to blow up, and they're gonna. You said nursing career fair. Oh man, they're about to.
Please join me, everybody. Love it.
Don't say that. Don't say that. You're gonna get a lot of. Well, I actually said you're gonna get a lot of people that are they're gonna really contact you. Now, she said career fair. Those two words get you a lot of. They get you a lot of fan mail, I want to say.
Great.
So yeah, and I'll make sure I recap the nursing career fair later on in the broadcast. But moving on to our next question. So, obviously people want to know what qualifications does someone need to have to become a nurse at VA. So I'm gonna just go ahead and punt that question over to you.
Sure. So, the VA, we have a very special, unique patient population. So
Right.
we seek the best qualified nurses to care for our nation's heroes. And so I'm going to just speak about the 3 basic minimum qualifications. And they are: number 1, you must be a U.S. citizen.
Right.
Number 2, you have to graduate from a nursing program that's nationally accredited through ACEN or CCNE. And I will tell you what the acronyms are. ACEN is the Accreditation Commission for Education in Nursing, and CCNE is the Nursing Commission on Collegiate Nursing Education. The reason why that's important is they have very strict guidelines in terms of the curriculum of the program, and that's why we are seeking to get the best qualified candidates. And lastly, a registered nurse license that is current, full, active, and unrestricted. But this is the greatest thing about working for the VA. It can be from any state, territory,
Nice.
or commonwealth, such as Puerto Rico, or in the District of Columbia. So you can get a job in California with a New York license. So that's another thing that's great about the VA, is that flexibility to be able to work in a system and not specifically have a license for that state that you work in.
So you mean to tell me that you guys are about to have a virtual nursing career fair, and now you're telling me I can have a license in Louisiana and work in California?
That's correct.
Oh man, yeah, you're about to get a lot of fan mail, Eden. You really are. And you know what? Matter of fact, I didn't even go to nursing school, and I'm about to go sign up for nursing school. You know what?
Okay.
Just so I can come back and do that. So, I know people say, well, I have my nursing degree and that means, I'll be a perfect fit at the VA. But we all know that just because you have a certain type of degree doesn't mean you're a fit everywhere. So with that being said, other than, the textbook style qualification, like, I went to nursing school, I've earned this. What qualities do you feel personally make someone a successful candidate at VA?
The VA is looking for nursing professionals who are dedicated to the mission to care for our nation's heroes. We are looking for that. Our patients are very unique. They're not always easy, but understandably so, with some of the traumas and things that they've experienced. So we're looking for those unique, qualified nurses who are ready to take care of that type of patient. We're
Right.
looking for nurses who are passionate about their profession, and that they, because VA nurses, we have to believe in our mission.
Right.
It's a great mission.
Awesome. So with that being said, you gave us a lot of great information. Like I said, I feel like you're going to have a lot of fan mail come at you. So, and we'll make sure we forward any questions over to you that anyone may have about just nursing in general with VA, or just anyone that's going to be interested in joining up for that open house career fair that you guys are having next week. But with that being said, what would you say is your absolute favorite thing about working at VA?
I've enjoyed working for the VA for nearly 30 years. I hate to admit that, but that is the truth. And during that time, I've made lifelong friends.
Right.
I've learned and I've grown personally and professionally. As a VA nurse, I've been blessed and given opportunities. And most importantly, I've cared for our nation's heroes. And that's the most important thing to me. Again, our unique, complex patient population has given me a sense of duty. I'm both humbled with gratitude for their duty to serve our country. And to me, I wasn't able to serve for our country, but I love that I can take care of our nation's heroes.
Well, that's so awesome. So with that being said, for those who may have jumped in the middle of our conversation, today we're talking to Eden Picketts. She's originally from the Los Angeles area, but she's been detailed at the VA's National Office of Nursing Service as a national nurse recruiter. So today she joined us to talk about nursing careers at VA. So if you are a nurse out there and you're watching and you have an active license in any state in any state here in the United States and the territories, if you have that and you want to become a nurse at VA, Eden mentioned that they're having a nursing open house / recruitment fair on next Thursday, August 24th, right? Is that the 24th?
Correct.
So if you're a nurse and you're interested in being part of that career fair, go ahead and leave your name in the comment section and we'll make sure we forward that information over to you. So again, if you're a nurse and you want to work at VA, you've been trying to get in the VA for so long, this is your chance to talk to nurse recruiters and potentially get a spot here at VA. We want to have you. So that's going to be next Thursday, August the 24th. So with that being said, Eden, we appreciate you joining. I hope you have as much as fun as I did.
I did. Thank you for having me today. I really appreciate it.
Awesome.
And I hope that all the nurses out there who are interested in, checking out the VA, please join us at our virtual open house on Thursday, August 24th.
Awesome. So with that being said, I won't bore you with anything else. Thank you, Eden. And as always, if it's Tuesday, we're going to talk about it. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you on next week. Have a great day.